So one of the watchers from one of the last videos, they asked me, what do I think about work wives and work husbands? You're a funny guy. You're a funny guy. And yes, I read everything, every email that is sent. I will read it. And you know what? I will respond to it. So, the work experience is a funny one. Because in the world of work, you do not behave the way that they know you differently. It feels as if you can lean on their shoulder a little bit more because y'all are experiencing the same type of traumas. It's a lot working at the job that you are. It feels you need somebody that's able to know the life that you live, that your spouse they just don't see you. They just don't see you like your work folk do. And when I tell you, y'all better stop this shit. Maybe you better stop it. Oh my God. I've been to so many different jobs where I start seeing people like canoodle and they start beginning to catch feelings for each other, and then they doing this, then they hug your girl from the back behind, try to smell their hair while they were supposed to be making your chicken nuggets at McDonald's. I've seen folks at Amazon throwing around your boxes, and I'm talking about your significant out there. I've seen them playing patty cake with your patty cake, and it's harmful. It's depressive. It's sad. It gets to the point where they just canoodling where they should not be. And you know what? It's cheating. Having a work husband, work wife, work anything is cheating. Y'all actually like y'all coworkers. Y'all like your coworkers that much? You know what? I've always sat on this belief of I refuse to shit where I eat. That is evil. I will never possess myself into doing something so heinous for the love of the game. Because brother, first of all, I don't know how people are able to get away with it, because of y'all might still say it's something platonic, something chill, but once you put that label on it, I know you feeling something. I know that you know what you doing is wrong. You talking about wife? Not even girlfriend, not boyfriend, husband, what? We signed too many documents over here. I run a very strict program. That's evil work. That's evil work. Oh, I remember I used to work at this old job. I remember I quit real early because they was messing with time cards and things of that nature. But I was always hearing stories about folks canoodling on the clock, and they be doing this and talking about da-da-da-da-da-da. But I always found it interesting because of like in my ear, I be hearing stuff from the side of it. Because I remember there was this one dude and one girl, right? It was at an undisclosed location. I'm not gonna snitch. I won't snitch. They both had significant others outside of work, and anytime that I would hear them talk about their significant others, they would just be like, "Oh, I hate them. 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 Everything deep inside, I hate them." They're like, "Yeah, I love seeing you at work because of you're just so fun." And it's like, it's like a home away from home. First of all, wait a minute. And you know, the way that I am, I know how to feign ignorance. I'm just gonna look this way, but my ears, they working that way. It's shooting that way. And I'm starting to get information. You ever hear somebody say, "You are my home away from home"? I feel like that's a body right there. Boom, boom. As I'm watching, right? I'm listening, I'm taking it in. And I always realize, wait, y'all work the same shift. Y'all always work the same shift. So y'all see each other for 8 hours, 8 hours, 8 hours, 12 hours, 12 hours, 8 hours. Okay. Y'all having that much one-on-one time. You seen them more than you see your actual spouse. You seen them more than you seen your spouse. I feel like something ain't adding up. And at first, I didn't know they was canoodling. But the way it got me, they would always take breaks together. They would always take they 15, they take their 30s together. And they would never be in the break room. Was I looking for them? No, but things just got put together very quickly. I remember there was late. Our breaks were like pretty short. They're like, I think like 30 minutes, and some people would throw their 15 on their 30 and just move on that way, right? And when they did that, they take an extra 15. You know what? It don't matter to me. I'm gonna keep pushing. They're 30 minutes late. I'm like, okay, well, this is officially a lot of work for me now. A whole hour passes. They come back sweaty. I'm talking about beads of sweat on both sides. I'm like, you SO, you was out here enjoying yourself. Y'all were enjoying yourselves. I'm snitching. Someone gotta hear about it. Somebody gotta know. I ended up not telling nobody, but still, that's the day that it all clicked. It all got put together. I started asking some other people around about it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, no, they be doing stuff. Yeah, they be, yeah." And I'm like, "Oh, for sure. On company time." Enjoy yourself. But beyond that, I feel like the American culture inherently lends itself into forcing people into their insecurities, especially in the context of work, because it feels like work and marriage are very separate for most people, and marriage is a thing that is very dread upon in this country. And even beyond just the obligations of marriage itself, it's seen as this seems like not just a lot of work, but it feels like the worst thing that you could do for yourself. Seems like getting married, at least in the eyes of society, because folks will tell you that, oh no, it's a good thing, it's a great, you find the person that you love and you just move on. But I've always heard when it comes to marriage, it is not just the hardest, but it's the drainiest. Oh, you're going to hate your partner by the time you're 50, but y'all going to be together too long for you to be like, let's just go our own separate ways. It's like, no, y'all going to force yourselves to stay together until y'all 70. And by the time y'all 70, y'all ain't bad bitches anymore. So y'all can't find anything else. And guess what? You just waiting to die now. That seems to be the overarching That seems to be the overarching theme when it comes to aspects of trying to find marriage, especially in the United States of America. And it's not that it's wrong. It's not that it's objectively wrong. But I will say the PR for marriage is the worst. It's the absolute worst. You ever seen some... And I feel like it even stems from like the movies and like the kids shows that people watch, especially for young girls, because of like just recently Disney stopped making every single Disney princess get married at the end of every goddamn movie. It was by the end of the movie, you best believe that lady is pregnant. is full. There's gonna be kids on the way. That is the only way that she's gonna find happiness. And I've always found that to set the not just but guess what? Your marriage day, that wedding will be the greatest, will be the most fantastical moment of your life, where every young woman dreams of it and they want it and need it. I'm sitting back. And not only does that feel very alienating, like as a man too, because it feels, especially in the culture of America, that day is not about you. You are the last person that anybody gives a damn about. It's her day. It's her day to feel like a princess. You aren't gonna enjoy any of it. And I feel like that's kind of what pushes that's what pushes the narrative into where a lot of men just like kind of tune out when it comes to like picking anything in a marriage, and when it feels like a lot of men just naturally just tune out when it feels as if men just naturally tune out when it comes to like wedding planning, because like, well, none of this is about me and no one's gonna ask me, it's all gonna be about her. And then wait, honestly, I think that's part of like the overarching theme when it comes to marriage inherently, where it's like, well, this is all for her, and I'm just like meandering through the house that we live in. I'm meandering when it comes to like trying to plan dates. Oh, I'm just like, I mean, I guess I'm gonna do the dishes and do some cleaning and blah, 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 blah. And then it puts men in this predicament where it's like, yeah, no, you're just like going through the motions all the way through your marriage. And I find that to be very interesting narrative, because me personally, I'm going to be picking a lot of stuff when it comes to my wedding. It'll be my day. I'm going to be the man bitch. I'm going to be a man bitch. And I know this kind of ties into the earlier parts of who going to be. Oh, wait, no. That's the last video. Who going to be the boys? Watch that last video and come back here.